Congress 2009 that was convened in St. Charles, Illinois in November of 2009.
Okay, talk to me about what just occurred. Talk to me about this demonstration, or what do you guys...
Well, over the last 14 or 15 years, we the people have been petitioning our government under the First Amendment right to petition your government for redress of grievances on several constitutional violations, such as fraudulent application of the income tax, the unconstitutional Federal Reserve, wars waged throughout the world with no declaration of war from Congress. And in each petition that we served on every member of Congress and the President, all the branches of government, we received no response whatsoever. Zero. And in most cases, we received repeated harm. So, as a free people, we thought it was time to convene a Continental Congress. And after holding elections in all the states convened in St. Charles, Illinois, and we convened a Continental Congress in the same spirit as the original Continental Congress to deal at that time with a tyrant king who would ignore the people's wishes and their rights. We too convened to discuss the ignoring of our state and federal governments of our unalienable rights that we the people have. And after 11 straight days, we worked day and night, almost without sleep, and on each violation, an expert came in to discuss the particular violations, such as Idaho University professor came in to speak to us about the presidents faithfully executing the laws, the clause. We had Jeff Dickstein, constitutional attorney, come in to speak about the fraud of the income tax. And at each time we had an expert come in and present us with facts and law, which we were most all well aware of. We would convene in committees and we put together Articles of Freedom. The articles are threefold. They would instruct the federal government of the violations they're committing under the Constitution and what they are to do to stop it. The state government, informing them of the violations occurring under our federal government and what the states can do to help stop the federal government from doing it. Or in many cases, if the states are joining in, they should stop. And the third one is instructions to the citizens of all our fellow citizens of the United States on what they can do now to join in to fight for the Constitution and stand up for it. Those documents are called the Articles of Freedom. We came here today on April 19th, a historic day that was shot and heard around the world, to present now the Articles of Freedom to our state representatives in the Capitol here in Illinois, in Springfield, and to our federal representatives from Illinois at their offices.
And so, what was the group reciting towards the end there? What was that?
In a ceremony we had here, we recited towards the end. We were reciting the preamble to our Articles of Freedom. It was written by a committee headed up by Jeff Williams from Washington. It was overwhelmingly approved by the Continental Congress. It is a wonderful preamble to our Articles of Freedom. If you can not read anything, read the preamble to the Articles of Freedom. It's an introduction and an explanation of where we are in America today.
All right, and so where do you go from here? Are you guys going to present something?
Yes. From here, we're going to go to Michael Madigan's office, Duke Cullerton's office, and to the governor's office, Quinn, and we're going to present them with the Articles of Freedom. We sent letters to them 2 weeks ago. We hope that they're in their office to receive the articles. If they're not, we will officially present it to the office. We are taking every step possible, same like the Founding Fathers did. Every peaceful attempt we document painstakingly. It's on our website, CC2009.us. You could just Google search Continental Congress 2009. You will see the steps we are going through to peacefully resolve the matter to get our servant government back on constitutional law and order.
Let's see, I'm trying to think. Is there anything I'm not asking, anything you'd like to add?
Well, yes, I'd like to add that some 200 years ago, we the people embarked on a new journey that was never seen in the world before. We the people formed a government based on our own ability to govern ourselves, not from a divine right of kings at that time. The Founding Fathers saw failure after failure after failure of government. They put together a constitutional republic, not a democracy, a constitutional republic in hopes of, we the people wrote this Constitution in hopes of chaining our government to very limited government. The Constitution was written to govern the government, not the people. We wrote it. And I urge anybody who's listening, go to the website, read the articles, get involved. The Constitution will not defend itself. We must stand up for the Constitution. Now is the time. If there's a fight to be done, let it be done in my name so that my children will not have to do that fight.
All right, that's all I need.